What's up, my guys? We are back in line once again. Nobody's sick today. No one called in sick. No one played hooky today. Not pointing any fingers at anyone. But we're all here. We're all here back in line, ready to eat some good lunch food. Peggy Nation, what's up?
I'm doing well. I'm doing a lot better than the intercom system in the school right now because I tell you, JT, you sound like shit. Where's your
Yeah,
mic?
I was
What's
gonna say
going
that.
on?
Really?
Yeah, you sound like you're
Right.
like all the way in the back of the room.
It sounds worse than normal.
Yeah,
Extremely.
it's all right. I
Hold
mean,
on.
we'll
It's
So
ride.
we're gonna.
it's like your
You
headset
got
mic isn't working,
okay. Keep it going.
but we'll
We'll
keep
figure this
going.
out.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I am extremely tired, but that's like the lamest thing of all time. Be like, I'm fucking tired. Oh no, I'm so sleepy. Like, Jesus, get a grip. I've just been working. I've been waking up every morning at 4:45 and going to the gym before work every day.
Insanity.
And I would say insanity if I would go to bed at a normal time, which I do not. I go to bed, at midnight still. So I'm running on fumes, and I've been running on fumes for I feel like majority of my life. Maybe some changes need to be made. I don't know, but I am so tired. And then I agreed to go play softball in an hour 45 minutes too, and not happy about that either. So
Damn. Yeah, dude, I'm recovering. I got the flu, and I tell you what, that's the sickest I've been in a long time. It's probably the sickest I've been since I was a junior in high school and got mono pneumonia. My chest, that was like the first time in a long time where I was like, holy shit, you really need your lungs to work. Like, I just couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk. My whole chest was filled with mucus. I'm still like, I'm on the upswing. I'm sinusy now, but I can at least have a voice and can breathe. So Godspeed to everybody that gets the flu this season, because boy, oh boy, is it rough. But I'm happy to be back.
Can you hear me?
Oh, so much better.
You hear me any better?
Yes, so much
You want to know why?
Why?
My headphones were on backwards.
wait, what?
Dumbass.
I had my headphones on backwards.
But like the mic didn't turn on because of that?
No,
I feel like it was on, but it was just behind my head.
No way. That's pretty wild.
That's
actually.
crazy. So we're good now.
Yeah,
You sound great.
Good.
Great.
I was sweating. I had PTSD from when we first started doing this.
Nothing could ever be that bad.
Nah.
In my old apartment, I was having a mental breakdown. That was not a good time.
One of these days, we're gonna get you, and we're gonna be like, you're gonna sound really good. We're like, you sound like shit, JT. Turn your headset around, and then the next 30 minutes, you're gonna just sound excruciating.
Oh my god,
dude! It's literally the best on McAfee when they get these guests in and like the guests start talking and they just play the game like, oh, I can't hear you, and the guests start freaking out. They're like, you can't hear me, and they're like, oh,
that's messed up.
That's great.
So Tiggy Nation, you've been waking up at 4:30.
4:44, I think.
That's tough. That's tough, man. But you know what? Props to you.
It's something. It's something. I don't want to say.
How are you feeling?
I don't want to say I'm better than anyone, but I have been stopped at the gym multiple times, and they're testing me for steroids right now. So take that as it may.
Yeah, so, honestly, that's just an accomplishment in itself, man. Getting up that early and going to the gym.
Yeah.
You training for the Rumble, the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, isn't that like that? That's next week. This week?
Yeah, next week I think.
Next week? Nah, I'm training for I think it's what is? Oh man. Oh fuck, dude.
SummerSlam?
No. Oh, was it the Atlantic Shore Showdown? Slam Down?
I like that. Whatever, if that's even real.
It sounds cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to think of what it was called for. I just saw Warrior. I just watched the movie Warrior again.
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
And it was in Atlantic City, and they had some special name for it, and I forget what it was called. But yeah, so
I watched a couple new movies that I haven't seen. The movies aren't new, but I've watched a couple movies that are new to me.
What'd you watch, JT?
Honestly, okay. I'm going to try to set the stage here. All right.
I thought you were going to say I don't remember.
No. I remember them both because they were both really great movies.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Jake, I know you've seen it. Tiki Nation, have you seen The Way Back with Ben Affleck? He's a basketball coach, alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know that kind of movie, right? It's like very slow and like melancholy and like dramatic, and it's kind of like a not a coming of age story, more like a redemption story. But a lot of it's it's sad. You know what I mean? It's just like a sad movie redemption story. I love those freaking movies. Love that theme of movie. And I watched 2, which I recommend to both of you if you have not watched them. Tiki Nation, I feel like you may have seen one out of these 2. Maybe not. One is Manchester by the Sea with Casey Affleck. That's the one he won his Oscar. Incredible movie, incredible performance by Casey Affleck. Old Coach Taylor's in it, Jake.
Oh.
Didn't know that. Really good movie. If you like The Way Back, you would love Manchester by the Sea. Some people say The Way Back is just a freaking copy of Manchester by the Sea.
Wow, so you're saying Ben Affleck copied Little Bro?
That is what I'm saying, because Manchester by the Sea came out first.
Damn.
Great movie. Watch that one. Great. And then I was like, you know what? I got to continue this right now. I got to continue this kind of vibe right now. So I watched Beautiful Boy with Steve Carell and Timothy Chalamet.
I've heard of that movie. I have heard of that movie.
So they are like California surfer kind of ish family, right? Steve Carell's the dad, obviously. He's kind of like the cool dad, right? Like smokes weed, knows his son smokes weed, but his son goes down a horribly wrong path of drugs.
Damn.
And it's basically like the whole movie is about how Timothy Chalamet is an addict, and it really captures what really like drug addicts are like.
What's it on? Netflix?
These are both on Amazon. Amazon stepping their movie game up, yeah. But yeah, 2 recommends that I watched last week. Very good.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen any of them. I'm interested. I'm always intrigued when like you find Timothy Chalamet and who is it? Tom Holland were in just other movies that weren't their big box hits, you know. And I'm like, really? They were in this?
Mm-hmm.
Never would have known. But I just assumed they won like a Make-A-Wish kind of thing, and they just became Spider-Man and like Dune. I don't know. Like I just assumed that's how things happen in Hollywood. So you know,
I think that is what happened.
Yeah, I think that might be it. I don't know. But I watched actually a couple movies as well. I went and saw one that I saw originally on Netflix, and it's still on Netflix. I think it's a Netflix original, probably. Shout out Netflix. It's called The Old Guard with Charlize Theron.
I've heard of that. I've never seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Have not seen.
It's a cool premise, but it's a very Netflix movie when like it's like the dialogue isn't all the way there. Like
is that the one when she can't die?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's a very cool thing, and there's like a huge backstory on that character and stuff. And they're coming out with the second one, I think, later this year actually. But Charlize Theron is such a fucking gorgeous badass. It is insane, dude. Like it is I always think I'm like, oh, maybe someone else could take the cake. Like, no, she is undeniable, man. Like she is tall, short hair, incredible face, and it's just like I don't know. You look at her,
Jesus.
and I am just instantly intimidated. I don't know. I don't know why that gets
Tiki Nation. Yeah, you know what? Out of the let's say 6 years we've been close friends. I know your type. You like the strong, bad bitch, tall kind of woman. You love Charlize Theron. You're hooked on Rebecca Ferguson from Silo. You like her, and you like
Dune.
What's her face? And Dune. What's her face from Furiosa? Mad Max Furiosa.
Anna Joy Taylor.
See what I mean? So you gotta you gotta type there. You know, you've always been a big Charlize guy.
I've been a massive Charlize guy. I mean, if Charlize has one fan, it's me. You know. So, and
Yeah,
if Charlie's
for
has
sure.
0 fans, then I'm dead. That's the only thing that's true in this world.
Yeah.
So fantastic. I mean, I think it's a good watch. It's like 2 hours. It's a Netflix movie, so it's like the writing doesn't make sense. Sometimes the dialogue doesn't make sense, but great action and excited for the second one. So it's a good little watch. Very good action movie. And then I saw one in theaters. Oh my God, what did I see? I saw the Flight Risk movie with Mark Wahlberg.
Okay,
Oh, I
heard
was
it
wanting to
wasn't
watch
very
that.
good. Heard
Yeah.
it wasn't
Oh,
very
really?
good.
So
Dang,
the
Marky Mark.
trailer is the best part of the movie. The trailer,
Oh, you
that,
hate to
dude.
see it.
I hate
Yeah.
to see that. I hate to hear that.
and it's got an all-star cast. They have let me look. I don't want to mess up his name. But it is the guy from That 70s Show. So I want to get his name right. But it's Mark Wahlberg, obviously.
Oh, Ashton Kutcher.
Topher Grace.
Topher
Grace.
That's
Grace.
it.
Venom.
Grace.
Yep. And then Michelle Dockery is the agent or whatever, like the female lead and stuff. Really cool dialogue. It's very phone booth-esque, where it's like it's all filmed in the plane. It's very big tension.
So
Kinda
it's
cool,
so it's
yeah.
like Snakes on a Plane Part 2.
Yeah, so it's it's
love
very
that
tense.
movie.
But then there's some parts it's like these people are so dumb. Like the way they do the camera and stuff, and I'm like, this they wouldn't be able to have a moment by themselves. It's not a big plane. I'm like, I don't know. But there is an incredible jump scene, and I literally my legs kicked up. My legs kicked up in the theater. It was insane. I don't like scary movies. Not that this is scary. But yeah, not great. This will be I don't know. I wonder what the money was, but I tell you, if Mark Wahlberg floated this
Definitely
bill,
a money grab, right?
he's in big
Oh,
trouble.
so you think it totally like bombed?
No, yeah, not gonna be good. Not gonna be good.
Oh man.
Remember when he just went on that run where he was just
Oh.
putting out bangers like the Contraband run and then Shooter and
Four
he was
Brothers.
Four Brothers, and then he was in what's the war movie? What's the
Lone Survivor.
Lone
That
Survivor?
was-
Like he went on that run
yeah,
of like everything.
Invincible.
Yes, everything he put out was an absolute heater, like
Patriots Day.
Patriots Day. Like even the new Transformers movie he did was fire. Like he was crushing it, dude. Damn.
Yep. That and
Hate
then
to see that.
and then I mean and then crush the Teds.
Yes.
Oh my
Load of money
God,
there.
yeah.
Yes, and then the one with Will Ferrell, the other guys.
Oh
it was
yeah, there's
pretty
a
good.
lot. He
So-
did have a great run.
So
He
good.
he really I think was one of the only ones I could think of that went on a generational run, dude. Where he put together like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 solid years of movies.
Wonder if he'll ever because he's still, in the acting world young. He's like 50, so he could be acting when he's 85.
Oh yeah.
Wonder if he'll ever have his, I don't want to say breakout role, but
I know
where
what
you're
trying to
like,
say.
dang, he's a good ass actor. Like McConaughey didn't have that. Dallas Buyers Club. Like he was the rom-com guy. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And
Dude,
then
that's
it
a
was
good
like
point.
Dallas, yeah, he talks about it
That's a
on
good
podcasts
point.
and shit that he's on. And then Dallas Buyers Club came out and it totally flipped the script for him,
Yeah.
So I just wonder if that'll ever happen for Mark Wahlberg. I feel like Lone Survivor maybe was close.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lone Survivor was incredible. I think one that's never gets mentioned is Deepwater Horizon.
Great
And-
movie.
Oh, dude, that's a good one.
Great
Incredible
movie.
true story, which is fucking sick.
Yeah. Dang, I forgot about that one.
That
You
was
have it in
great.
front of you, Tiggy? What else? What else from that?
So I
one?
mean, you guys kind of crushed it all. Ted, Daddy's Home, Family Plan, Shooter, The Union.
Daddy's Home. That's funny too.
Yeah, the Transformers 2, Uncharted. We forgot about Uncharted as well with Tom
That's with
Holland.
Tommy Holland. Yeah.
Yeah, Instant Family.
He was in The Departed, which is wild.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, The Departed. That's
The
Departed.
Departed.
A movie called Father Stew, which I've never seen. Came out a couple years ago.
I heard that was like.
Oh wait, is
movie.
Mel Gibson his dad or something? Is that with Mel Gibson or no?
That is with Mel Gibson.
Oh yeah, I remember that when that came out.
That I think the other guy's fantastic. Four Brothers, Lone Survivor, Patriots Day, Italian Job, Infinite.
Dude, Italian Job is fire. Infinite, I think, was the first Paramount Plus original movie, like the original one that
Really?
came out, I believe.
And
When
then
they first started doing movies.
that Mile 22, The Gambler.
The Gambler's good.
The Gambler. See, that was
Deepwater
one
Horizon.
that maybe you would have thought kind of, because that was an intense one. So
I
was
remember
Invincible.
JT, you and I
though.
watched that in Springdale. I remember we just randomly watched that one night. It was really good. The Gambler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
The Fighter, Invincible,
Oh my gosh. Dang.
Contraband.
He has bangers.
I guess he was in
The
It.
Fighter's another good one.
Yeah. And then that's really kind of it. Date Night as well. He was in. So, and then just kind of some hits here and there. Also, he was in the Planet of the Apes, not the original series, but that one
They
spin-off.
tried to.
Which I guess they are going to bring that. I
Yeah,
guess
that's
that is
connected.
canon. That is
Yeah.
like somehow canonized. So
That's pretty cool.
Dude, watch,
Yeah.
he'll be back. He'll be
Speaking,
back.
he's
well,
gonna come back
we're
into
not.
that franchise. He's
Yeah.
gonna come back into
Yeah.
that
For
franchise.
sure.
I don't want to dive too far into that rabbit hole, but did we all see the new Planet of the Apes one? The new one. Yeah, we talked about that. It was fire. Yeah, man.
Good.
Yeah.
Not as good as like the other
Oh
trilogy,
no,
but
Correct.
oh,
of
man,
course not. Yeah,
dude, the CGI on that is insane, dude. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah.
So cool. But yeah, so yeah, that Marky Mark Flight Risk, I don't think is cracking his top 10. Yeah, whatever money they spent, I don't know, 50 million, 100 million, I mean, they're gonna lose money. I don't know. Some network's gonna probably try to pick it up, and then, who knows?
I watched
Dang.
I watched a new movie, Prime Original, came out towards the end of last year, called Killer Heat, and it was with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Shailene Woodley, and then Rob Stark.
Dang.
And I'm telling you what, boys, that's one of the best like crime thriller movies that I have seen in a very long time. That's when I watched it when I was sick. I texted you about it, JT. Like, I was locked in the entire time. It's like a murder mystery crime thriller, basically. Like, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is kind of like the private investigator and gets hired on to look at this prominent family in Greece. And it was one of the first movies I've watched where I was like, the ending got me, like blew my brain apart, like did not see it coming at all. So I highly, highly, highly suggest it. Shailene Woodley's awesome in it, and Rob Stark plays like a badass type character. I'll just leave it at that. And it's a great movie. So if anybody wants to watch like a cool murder mystery, who did it, who got you crime thriller, I would highly, highly suggest it. Highly suggest
Well,
it.
hell yeah, that sounds fire.
Shailene Woodley as well looks the same she did in like the Diversion series. You know, she has not aged.
She doesn't age. She does. What do you have it pulled up? And I'm trying to remember what the name of the show, the first show that on ABC Family that she did, where she was like the pregnant daughter.
Oh yeah,
that was like
oh
the
my
first
gosh.
thing she did, and I can't remember what the hell it was called.
Oh my gosh, what was that?
Hold on, I'll find it. The
It's like
Secret Life of the American Teenager.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
right there.
dude. Whoa.
Dude, she was so young for that, and I remember that being her first thing. And that show had seasons, if I remember. Like, it was.
Yeah, that's a throwback.
5 years.
Oh, yeah.
And she has been with JGL for a couple. She was in with Snowden with him, and I think there's another one in here with him as well.
Dude, Snowden's such a good movie.
But yeah, just be careful with Shailene Woodley out there. You know, she could be 15, she could be 37. Who knows? Let me check actual age. Guess her actual age.
Oh, she's got to be like, I'd say high 30s. I'm gonna say 36.
I'm gonna say 34.
Jake's close. 33.
Damn, that's younger than I thought.
She's young, yeah. I do that all the time where you're like, man, I feel like this person's been around forever, but they're only like 3 years older than me. Weird.
Well, the issue is we're kind of getting fucking old.
That is true.
Dude, it's so I'm rewatching 1923. Me and Christy just flew through 1883, rewatching 1923 because season 2 comes out. And obviously I'm not as old as Harrison Ford in that show, but there's a scene in that show where he just looks in the mirror and he's talking to his wife, and he was just like, when did this man get so old? And like that hit me so hard because like, dude, you just throw your back out now, your feet hurt, like your neck feels weird.
I
Like
got
it's like
one.
like
Yeah.
it just that's the stuff that they don't warn you about. And it just
I'll tell you,
happens.
I'll tell you what mine is, and I can't figure it out. But the older I get, the clumsier I am becoming. I like subtle clumsiness. Like how I will like stub my toe a lot
Yeah.
more. I'll
Hell
like
yeah.
misjudge a plate and accidentally like bang it off the counter, or
I
I'll like
lose my
knock
balance. I lose my
I'll like
balance.
knock my bottle over. Like I'm like, what is wrong with me? I'm like so clumsy anymore. It's crazy.
You're losing a step everywhere. Just losing that athleticism a little bit.
Okay, let's slow down now. But
Some are
you
saying
might
people
be,
are talking.
but you might be right.
I mean,
Hey,
he's not playing football anymore. He's playing cornhole.
That is, man. I went on a hell of a cornhole run last year. Shout out, Team Cornholio. Wonder if they're playing this year.
Are you gonna try to join any leagues or any taekwondo classes or anything in the great state of North Carolina?
Listen, Jake, if you know me, I'm sure
he did taekwondo.
I'm sure in 3. I'm short of 1.5 to 3 business months. I'll find something.
Is there an aquarium? Is there like a racetrack you can
No,
volunteer at?
I
Can you
actually
work at the
did find a
concession
place.
stand?
I actually did find a place to volunteer at up the road, like in towards Statesville. It's called the Rescue Ranch, and it's just like a farm with all these kind of rescue animals that you can
That's
volunteer
cool.
at. But no, I won't be shocked in 2 months if whatever I'm in something.
You know what you should do? You should just type up a resume of like, I'm a big NASCAR fan, and just drop it off at all of the workshops, like 2311, Junior Motorsports, Joe Gibbs Racing. Just drop off a resume and just be like, I will work here for free, volunteer, want to work here. Can I do something? And see if any of them are like, yeah, you can work just a couple hours, like cleaning the tires or something. That's how you get in, brother. That's how you get in.
That is how you do get in. You know, it would be cool. It would be cool to like
They're
volunteer.
right down the street from you. They're literally
Or
right down the street.
Or even like at one of these little marinas down the road,
Yeah.
washing boats or something.
Yeah.
That's how I figure out how to become a boater. I got to learn. the
Tiggy
ways.
Nation. It's sick though, because like right where JT's at, or all of the workshops are there. Like Junior Motorsports is right there. 2311's
Yeah,
right there. Like Joe Gibbs Racing's right. It's just right there.
Yeah, you got to
Pretty
go
cool.
volunteer there. Why don't you do something?
Yeah.
Yeah, do something you actually enjoy, not aquatic animals. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what the
Go
frick,
clean
dude?
some cars. Scrub some
Yeah, no,
windshields.
listen, opportunities are endless. I don't know. It could happen, you know? What's his name
Be
from
Marty
Angels in the
Bird.
Outfield? Marty freaking Bird. God dang, what a show.
Get a blue cap. Run a bar.
That's what I'm saying. I got to get in with one of these little lake bar things and figure it out.
Be so sick.
Pumping gas to the boat.
Yeah.
On the boat dock.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. We'll see. I'll figure something out. Here.
Yeah, hopefully we can get Tiggy Nation back on the East Coast, and he can just pull up in Charlotte too, and then we can all just run this shit back weekly in person in one of our garages. Talk about a hoot.
That'd be
Talk
sick.
about a hoot.
That'd
would be
be
sick.
fantastic. As much as this is, dude, it's just the magic is not fully there compared to in person.
Dude, it is. It's unexplainable.
It's been so long since in person. I think I'd probably get the butterflies.
Me too. It'd be so fun.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen JT in person in 15 years. I think
15 years,
He's
dude.
looking
What?
old.
Yeah,
15 years.
Mhm.
We were freshmen and sophomores in high school.
Yep, I know it's
And
insane.
You didn't even talk to me in gym
Tig,
class.
just pull up Memorial Day weekend. Come to Coca-Cola 600.
Yeah, little Cokie Cola.
We're going.
Where's that?
Charlotte.
Here.
Charlotte.
I know.
We'll make it happen. No pressure. No pressure at all.
That's like I got a plan for that.
No, but dude, I'm serious though. Next time you can go East Coast, just go to Charlotte. Well, literally, like Shane Gillis and Matt McClusker, they just do the one camera view. I'm telling you, it's the best. We'll run it back, sit on the couch. We'll have the one camera view again, and we'll just shoot the shit. And then all of a sudden, you know what happens next.
Well, actually, here, how about this? So I did a golf trip with Connor last year and stuff, and he lives in Charleston.
Charleston.
Yep.
But I think I flew into Charlotte. I think. Maybe.
Yeah, you probably threw into Charleston.
How long was the drive?
I don't think I flew into Charleston. Oh, wait. Isn't there a Charleston, North Carolina and South Carolina or something?
It's Charleston, South Carolina, and Charleston, West Virginia.
There's a Charlotte.
I think the airport is like on the border or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe it's Columbia.
Maybe I flew in there.
But regardless, it's not far away.
Yeah.
I think it's like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going. So there's a trip of that, I think, working sometime in May, but I'm going to be probably on like terminal leave with the military at that time. So I can probably just either come early or stay later or something like that, you know?
That would be fire. I
Could
got a bed for you.
Yeah. So that'd be cool. So we can maybe work something that way. So that can possibly work.
That'd be fun.
I love how we just make possible plans just on this pod. I kind of love it.
Yeah.
Listen, that's what we do.
So funny.
We don't give a shit if anyone's listening. We're just catching up, baby. That's what we do. That is our pod.
That is. Also, did you guys finish Silo? Did you guys finish that?
I'm watching it right now. Well, not right now, but we're watching it.
So good. And then Severance is back up. I mean, come on. I mean,
dude,
Apple TV is literally just
honestly
from both
Apple TV has
tearing us apart.
Apple TV has the best shows, like dead ass these days. Like Severance, man, that last episode, the first episode of season 2, I was like, what is going on right now?
Yeah.
I don't know if you did. I was like, I got to rewatch season 1 because what is happening? Really?
And then, did you watch episode 2? Because episode 2, you kind of get a little bit of being like, okay, so now we're good. Episode 3, we're finally back.
So right, and so Angie thinks that Helly R in Lumen working is actually going to be her outie in the show. You see what I'm saying?
What do you?
So when they all go back down,
you think she's not getting?
I don't, but Angie's like, I feel like it's her outie now that's going to be down there with those guys.
She got unsevered.
I don't know. I don't know how it works. Like, can they turn it off? You know what I mean?
Well, they can in that one room. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. I love Severance. It's just a big mind blown show.
It's a big mind fuck, and everyone loves to be like, "Oh, I love it. I love where it's going." No one has any idea where the fuck it's going. No one has any clue. There's no direction, Jake. There's no direction in this show. 11 episodes in.
I just want to know what they're doing. Like, what is the work they're doing? Because they're like, we need Mark. We need Mark. He's the only one that can do it. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Dude, maybe they're talking about Mark Wahlberg, and this is going to be Mark Wahlberg's blowout role. I just figured it out.
That could be it.
Yeah.
Loving Severance. Silo 2, it's not getting me yet. I don't know. I don't think we just started.
It's not. I don't think it's as good as Silo season 1, but
I'm not as you know what I mean, into it yet.
But oh man, it's got a good finale. It's got a good break. It's oh man, and there's still gonna be 2 more seasons of Silo, so I think that's sick.
That's good. Yeah, I feel like this season is definitely a story building kind of more so season. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to say filler season, but
yeah,
they're laying it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think we talked about it a little bit. The books of Silo. The first book is the first 2 seasons of the show. And now every season is going to be another book. So it's going to be 4 seasons, I believe. And people that read the book say there will be a fulfilling ending. Like, it's not going to end Game of Thrones. Like there is going to be an ending which makes sense and everyone can be happy about that they watched
Game
it.
of Thrones.
You know, so I think that should be the standard for most big time shows nowadays, but yet here we are making a big claim for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been having trouble starting and watching shows. I'm kind of in that weird space where, which I go through this, where just nothing has grabbed my attention. Like I started to try to watch Squid Game, didn't even get through the first episode of season 2. Like I'm just
Dang.
having a tough time. But I am getting
Dang, dude.
excited. The animated Spider-Man show comes out Wednesday, so I'm very pumped about that. Um, and yeah, dude, pretty much I've just been kind of locked in, kind of back on the podcast wave, just watching YouTube. And I'm excited Captain America comes out on Valentine's Day, so I think that looks pretty good. But yeah, no, I've heard those Apple shows are pretty good. I know Christy has Apple Plus or whatever it's called, so I definitely could watch them. Maybe once my brain will start focusing, I'll tune in.
Yeah.
Tune in.
No, I feel you about being in a slump. I'm in a music slump right now. I listen to like the same 10 songs like that's all I listen to right
Yeah. It's just
now. You know what I mean?
it's tough. Like there's just I hate to say it, and I've said this 1,000 times. There's just so much stuff. There's
Yeah.
so much stuff out there. It's so hard to just like sit down and watch shows. Like, but I
There
guess people that like Suits, the new Suits LA starts in February. I never was a big Suits guy, but I know they're rebooting that. So I'm sure there's a lot of people pumped about that. I think Victoria Justice is in it, which is weird. She hasn't been in anything in so long.
Hey, oh, hey, how are you? I'm a big fan.
Hey.
Big fan. Big fan. What's her height? 5'7"?
Blonde? Shaved head?
No. Shaved head?
6'7"?
Strong eyebrows? Yeah.
Hello.
all right. So what about football?
Football. Oh, we're talking sports here?
Could care
Oh my
less.
God.
I hate to say it. I hate to say it. Could literally care less. Couldn't really give the slightest in the Chiefs Eagles. Now, will I watch it? Probably. Will it be on TV? Absolutely. I don't even want to be one of those people, so I'm not even going to say it, but boy oh boy is there a serious issue with everything right now. That's all I'll say. I mean, it's so tough. And no offense to the NFC, but like literally you have the Josh Allens, the Lamar Jacksons, the Joe Burrows, the Patrick Mahomes, the Bo Nixes, and the AFC, and like literally, we're kind of running into that stage where the Michael Jordan era, where you're going to have all of these good quarterbacks that are never going to be able to make it past because Mahomes is playing. Like it's very frustrating. At least with the NFC, there's some parity in the quarterback play. Like you got. Like, yes, the Eagles have made it, but I feel like any of those teams could have made it. It could have been any single night. I don't think there was a dominant team. Like, it would have been cool to see Jaden Daniels. I would have loved to see Matt Stafford, but like, it's just tough, man, because I like Josh Allen a lot. And I respect Mahomes because he's good, but it's Travis fucking Kelce that drives me crazy. He starts all these fights, taunts everybody. Anybody else does that in the NFL, you get it's a 30-yard penalty and you're in jail for 4 weeks. But he can literally
Yeah.
just get up and get in people's face and dance because he dates Taylor Swift. Like again, I don't know how anybody likes that guy. I don't know how anybody likes that guy. He's a douchebag. He's always been a douchebag. And I hate him. I hate him. I don't like him. I never liked him and I'm never going to like him. Thank you.
Sometimes you just don't like people.
Yeah.
I agree with your NFC take. I think the NFC is so unbelievably weak. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
It's insane that the Eagles are able to get so many playoff or Super Bowl appearances, with just being so one-dimensional. No one can really stop them running the ball. But I tell you,
Saquon's awesome, though. We'll say that.
Saquon, awesome person, very cool, big guy, huge legs.
Big thighs.
Massive. But congrats to them. They are going to be first runner-up this year, so happy for them. I'm very excited to watch that unfold.
Yeah. It'll be cool to see Kendrick and SZA maybe. I'm excited to tune in for that. I think the world will go crazy when Kendrick plays They Not Like Us just because the whole Drake beef.
Yeah.
Feel like the whole stadium might explode. That I think will be cool. Excited to see that. But I could not agree with you more, Tiggy Nation. It's like congrats to the Eagles for making it. Like,
Yeah.
Congrats.
NFL, yeah, totally rigged. The whole thing's rigged.
Congrats. You got the 35th pick for 31st pick in next year.
yeah, congrats.
Yeah.
Like,
No, you're giggling, but like rigged.
Yeah.
So rigged.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, dude, like, listen.
yeah, go off, King. Here we go.
Did you guys watch the game last night? Like, yes, the Bills had many chances to win. Yes. But there is never a time where the Chiefs don't get a favorable call. Ever. There's never a time. Anyone else does that catch thing, that's an incomplete pass.
He didn't catch it. He did not.
Any other team, that's an incomplete pass.
It was an interception. If you want to say anybody caught it, it was a pick.
The delay of game thing before the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So what there's a second doesn't count.
That was crazy. I know.
And like the freaking last drive for the Bills, not the last drive. The drive where they didn't get the fourth down, that was a first down on – they got the first down on third down.
Yeah.
Terrible spot, so it's fourth and a half a yard or whatever. Should easily get it. That's on the Bills. But, like, the guy who calls it no first down or turnover on downs is on the other side of everything. And doesn't even see it.
It sucks. It's
like, what are we talking about here?
It sucks.
Crazy.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Good.
Go ahead, Tiggy Nation.
Well, I was going to mention the last Hail Mary kind of play. I don't know if I saw that. He's leaning back, launches it. Dalton Kincaid misses it somehow. I mean, as a professional football player making tens of millions of dollars, and your job is to catch the football. But we've seen that in the couple weeks past where tight ends aren't catching it. Whatever. Irregardless, apparently the flag came across the street. And
there was a flag.
Tony Romo made a comment. Was like, "Oh my God, I see a flag here. I see a flag here, but no, there's not a flag. I did just see a flag." And everyone's like, Kansas City literally had a flag down in case they had caught that, in case they had gotten the first down.
It's ridiculous, dude. You like D'Amico Ryans and CJ Stroud, both of them. When the Texans, who gave them a game too, who gave the Chiefs a game, basically said, like, if you don't win by multiple point, like 10, 13 points, you're never going to win a close game against the Chiefs. And CJ Stroud was just like, the calls are going to happen. Like,
that's what he said. I missed that.
Yeah, like literally in the interview, he's just like, going in there how the calls are going to be. Like, what's going to go down.
The one other thing, when Mahomes fumbled, they didn't throw the offside flag on the Bills until after he fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
In the first or second quarter.
I did not see a flag until then. Until
he literally drops the ball. Oh, here comes the offside flag.
And now the thing that pisses me off the most about all this is Mahomes now is acting like a running back running, but since he's got all these calls, nobody will touch him. He's literally going to run out of bounds and everybody just purposely moves. Somebody needs to just light him the fuck up.
To be honest, I don't know how it hasn't happened yet. I don't know how a team's coach hasn't been like, hey, third string, whatever, go in there and just fucking destroy it.
If he's going to run like that
and get kicked out of the game, I don't know how it hasn't happened. I don't know how that has not happened yet.
Eagles will do
I really
it.
don't.
If there's any team, it'll be the Eagles.
Well, I tell you how it hasn't happened yet, JT, is because they play for the National Football League and Roger Goodell signs their checks. So therefore, they can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, just lose. Hey, listen, lose your job. Do it for the team.
Do it for the sport.
Do it for the team. crush Patrick Mahomes and get kicked out. Just don't work anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
But I would take, if I'm a betting man, I would take the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. I would take Travis Kelce to probably score a touchdown. I would take Travis Kelce to probably, retire and propose to Taylor Swift, or Taylor Swift propose to Travis. I don't know. Maybe they do it that way.
Here's what's going to happen.
Travis Swift sounds pretty good.
Here's what's going to happen. Kendrick Lamar is going to have a surprise appearance, and it's going to be Taylor Swift first song.
That'd be cool.
And Travis Kelce's third three-peat Super Bowl, and he's going to retire and ask her to marry him.
I mean, I hate to say it, that'd be pretty sick, even though I hate that motherfucker.
You know what? You know how fake people are? Everyone's like, screw the Chiefs, screw the Chiefs. And the same freaking people are on Twitter are like, oh, now I got to root for the three-peat. No, you don't. Screw the Chiefs. Yeah, you don't have to root for screw the three-peat. I don't care about history. Are you joking?
I think my big bet's gonna be Saquon 2 tuds.
Saquon 2 tuds. Saquon whatever the yards is. Saquon longest rush, 30 yards or whatever.
All my bets are gonna be about Saquon. I think honestly. I think that's gonna be.
Jake. I really want to know what the odds would have been if you parlayed Saquon 3 touchdowns, James Cook 2 touchdowns.
It probably would have been in the at least the plus 2,000s or more.
Oh man,
for sure.
Yeah.
Because you would have got a boost too. Yeah, it would have been a lot.
Dang, frick, that'd have been sick.
So I don't know. In other news.
Oh yeah.
Well, wait, real quick. So JT's rooting for the Eagles. Jake, who are you rooting for?
What? Oh.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm definitely rooting for the Eagles. I'm kind of with JT. You don't have to root for history. I have a different hate for the Chiefs. Yeah. I hate Patrick Mahomes. Like, they're in our division. Like, fuck them. I'm over this shit. It's crazy. Now
it's like, oh, don't you want to root? Never in history before. Don't you want to see it happen? No, I don't. I literally do not. Tiggy Nation, what about you?
I'll be the outsider. I'm rooting for the Chiefs solely because I think everyone from the city of Philadelphia should be miserable beyond belief at all times. I despise them. They are rats of society, and they don't deserve any happiness in this world. So that's going to continue. And keep greasing those poles because you're not climbing up anything.
Damn, it's tough.
Dang, dude. God,
listen, in other news, big news, great news. Daytona 500 is very soon. NASCAR is almost back. That's all really happening.
The Clash. Isn't the Clash this weekend?
Yeah. So I'm pumped. Yeah, I'm so pumped for the Daytona 500. I'm also pumped because there's a lot of new rules, so there's going to be a bunch of new drivers, and Chris Stapleton has his own car. He's running a car at Junior Motorsports, so that should be pretty cool. Jimmy Johnson's running again. It's going to be fun. I'm excited for NASCAR to be back, and I'm going to miss football, but honestly, college football is right now so superior. To be honest, it's not even funny.
I need a break, a football break. I need a break. You want to know what is so funny? We talked about this last year, and I said I was done with the football forever, and that's just not true. I'll be back. I'll be back.
You'll never be
I'll be back next. I'll be back next year. I'll be back next year too.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of footballed out. I'm ready for a break. I'm ready to kind of get back into hockey. I am actually I am joining a tennis league. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Oh, nice.
Tennis league. Have I ever played sanctioned tennis before in my life? No,
that's
I've not.
Fun.
I've rallied with my step cousin a little bit and played some matches with him and stuff, and he played high school tennis, so I feel good. I have a good stroke. I have a couple of people that can attest to that. I'm not sure if they'd want to say that on air, but not bad.
Crazy.
And so I get my schedule tomorrow, the 28th. So we'll see how that goes. It could be I could lose 0-6, 0-6 on every game. I will try to make some content out of it. I think that'd be funny. Hopefully I can win a couple games or points at least.
Hey, I need you to do this. Speaking of content, when you were home, you recorded the hockey game that you guys are playing, and I guess you had some video of Brady just getting toasted, and I need that. I need
Brady
that
got
clip,
toasted? Okay.
and I need that uploaded. So,
Okay.
because all the time he's like, I hope Tiggy doesn't upload this. I hope Tiggy does upload this. So, I need the clip. I need it out there in the ether.
I need to get through. I literally have like 2.5 hours of that hockey game footage. It's honestly scaring me how much footage there is because I want to condense it to, like a couple minute video.
Sure.
So
just make the bulk of it him getting toasted.
Yeah. If not, I will make a separate file and I'll make a separate. I'll make.
And I'll just upload.
Here comes the boom. It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What else? This weekend I got 2 concerts. I'm going to 2 concerts.
Nice. Who we gonna see?
Oh,
They're kind of like they're shows. I will say shows,
Okay.
DJ shows. Friday is Electric Feel, so like MGMT, Glass Animals.
oh,
Nice. I think like Killers will have some songs in there. So
Ooh.
kind of like like very vibey stuff and stuff like that. So that'll be cool. And then Saturday is a pop punk show at another location, and so I'm very, very excited about that.
Who are they called? What are they called? Do you know?
Just pop
I
punk.
don't know. I can find it.
15 round.
I could find it, but I think they come here like every month, so I think they just have like kind of like a Southwest tour they do or something like that. But
there's this pop punk band, I forget the name, and I'm not gonna remember right now, that covers like Disney songs.
Oh,
I know who you're talking about.
And it's fire. And they are fire. Like my favorite one.
Is it Magnolia Park?
That's them. That's
Magnolia
them.
Park.
That's them
I
right
love
there.
Magnolia Park.
Is that on Spotify?
My favorite one they remixed was Eye to Eye from the original Goofy movie.
I love Magnolia
and it's
Park.
so fire.
Yeah.
You gotta check them out.
They have bangers. Face Down's
They
a
do.
fire song too.
All right, I'll have to give that a listen, and then
they got some bangers.
Hell yeah! I also I'm learning country swing dancing too.
Oh
yeah,
nice.
how's that going, Take Nation?
I'm not terrible. I'm getting better. I'm a big fan of the dips. Okay, I do flashy stuff. I'm not like I got a couple moves side to side, and then it's like come in, let me spin you, and then I'm gonna dip you and snap your neck off. That is where I'm going. I think it's so sexy. Oh, I love it. And then one of the girls who like I want to say I dance regularly with, they're kind of like teaching Chase and I how to dance a little bit. And she was like, you don't have to like dip me so aggressive. You can just do like a small dip. I'm like, no, sweetheart. I don't do small dips.
I don't half-ass anything, honey.
Yeah, they call me the Big Dipper. Okay?
Yeah, I don't half-ass anything, honey.
The Big Dipper. Oh my gosh. Did you just come up with that right now?
Yeah.
Dude, that is freaking fire. The Big Dipper.
The Big Dipper is here.
The Big Dipper.
That's the name of the episode.
That is, I don't know. I kind of like I don't care about history.
Yeah, that's a good one
That's
too.
a fire.
That's a good one too.
About history.
Yeah, so
right.
I'm trying to think.
That
Yeah,
might be all I got.
Yeah, I don't got anything else. You got anything, Jake?
I'm tapped.
Honestly, I'm such a fan of how we end these episodes.
Well, real quick, just because we're a Survivor or a reality TV show podcast, just mention Trader season 3 is phenomenal. I'll just say that. Boston Rob's fucking crushing it, and
He's awesome.
I've saw that one of the players thought when they keep mentioning Survivor, they think that
was
like
a housewife.
cancer survivors or something.
That was a housewife. That was a housewife of Dubai. So yeah.
Oh my god! I mean, that is so fucking.
She
funny.
was funny.
I assume the Survivor people are running the house or the game per usual.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but old Boston Rob has a couple of Survivor people.
He's cutting other ones, huh?
Tony, Jeremy.
Tony Blachos? No way.
Tony got caught. Jeremy. Carolyn's a traitor. She hates Boston Rob. She's like, I'm gonna get you out.
What about Parv?
She was on last season. She was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Parvati,
she was on last
wow.
I like Parv. Got to get Michelle in there.
Michelle be good. Wes from The Challenge is in it. Derek from Big Brother, JT, legendary Derek's in it. Chriselle from Selling Sunset's in it. Nikki, the WWE chick, is
Nikki
in
Bella?
it.
Nikki Bella?
Nikki Bella's in it.
John Cena's wife.
Yeah, bunch of housewives, one chick from Summer House. They always have an English Parliament dude, which is hysterical. He's in it. Zac Efron's brother, Dylan Efron, he's like the star of the season. He's
Dude, this
crushing.
cast is like,
I'm telling you,
did
just
they put together like reality television Avengers almost?
If you've never watched it, just start on season 3. There's only 3 episodes out right now. It's on Peacock. It comes out every Thursday. It's such a good show. Like such a good show. I'm telling you, if you both watch it, you will keep up with it. Just because the cast alone, it's like the dynamic of like you have your reality show people, like game show mixed with your reality show stars, like the Tom Sandoval, the Vanderpump Rules dude, like the Housewives, then Survivor, the Challenge, then like the Chrishelles of the world. It's awesome. So anybody that likes that kind of stuff, I would for sure watch it. It's only 3 episodes right now. It's quick. It's a quick watch and it's fun for sure.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
That's all I got. I don't got anything left. I don't got anything left in me.
Peace
All right,
out,
boys.
muchachos.
And everyone, thank you for listening. We'll catch you next week back in line. And the Chiefs suck. Bye-bye.